Mural is a collaborative platform that allows multiple people in different locations or in the same location to collaborate digitally at the same time. And you may find yourself in a situation where there's someone new to Mural in the team that you're collaborating with at the moment, and you have to explain Mural to them. And we have a longer blog post on our blog. It's up right now. If you go to blog.mural.co, and we'll give that URL at the end again. But on our blog at blog.mural.co, we have some tips on how to introduce and how to help others get into Mural. And I just wanted to go over one part of that in a little bit of detail here. And the first, so we have three different ways to help you explain Mural to others. And the first is to just use simple terms. And the terms that we tend to latch onto, that we tend to recommend that you use to explain Mural to others, are here in this word cloud that I'm showing now. Mural is a visual workspace, and you use it to map out your content in any way that you want. It's very flexible, so you have control to map out your content in any way that you want. Technically, it's a web application where all of the content is saved to the cloud automatically. And as I just mentioned, Mural is a collaborative tool, right? So it's really about many people collaborating at once. So again, some of the simple terms that you can use to help folks understand Mural better are that it's a visual workspace, it's a cloud-based web application, and many people can use it at once. Sometimes we find that people aren't accustomed to zooming and panning, or they aren't accustomed to the visual canvas or workspace that we provide, and just having a short way that you can explain it to them using these terms might help you. The other thing that I use a lot to help other folks understand Mural is to use metaphors. A metaphor uses something known to explain something that's unknown by relationship. So the metaphors that we often hear of people describing Mural are that it's a canvas. It's like a canvas that you can add content to. So the idea of a canvas. The other idea is a board or a whiteboard. Right, we refer to ourselves as a visual whiteboard or a digital whiteboard. That might be something that folks can relate to. Also, Mural is like a wall. The murals that we do provide are actually quite big digital spaces, so I think the metaphor of a wall is actually quite good. We've even heard people refer to Mural as a digital war room or project room, like you're seeing here in this picture, where you can actually do lots of different things. Right? It's not quite as like a flip chart. It's more like a wall because you can add many different things to it, and that's the idea of a template, is taking an entire mural and sectioning it off so that you can have different activities that line up. And the name Mural itself, right? It's right in the name. That's a painting on a wall, and that's the way we like to think about ourselves metaphorically. Is that Mural is like a painting on a wall, and it has multiple scenes or multiple parts to it to help you tell your story. In this case, to help your team collaborate. So those are just some metaphors that you can use: a canvas, a board, a wall, a mural. And the other thing that we like to think about too is how would you explain it to your grandmother, or how would you explain it to somebody who has almost no technical background? And we often hear things like this: Mural is like a corkboard in your computer that you can add content to, or you can pin things on, right? So we've also heard things like it's a blackboard in your computer. But it's a nice little thought exercise to think, how would you explain Mural to somebody who doesn't have any technical background? At the beginning, I was talking about a web-based cloud application that kind of presumes that the person knows what the web is and what cloud is and things like that. But doing this exercise here, how would you explain Mural to your grandmother, helps you think about how would you explain it in non-technical terms. So those are three ways that we recommend that you explain Mural to others and get your teammates introduced to Mural. Use simple terms. It's a visual collaboration space. Everything is automatically saved to the cloud. Use metaphors. It's like a canvas or a whiteboard or a wall. And then use simple non-technical terms. It's a corkboard in your computer. Those types of things. After that, the next key things that we think you should help your teammates with are showing them how to add content, and that's usually really easy. On the left side, you can just drag these things out. But zooming and panning is really important too, and that's sometimes where the mental model might break down for folks, that they need to zoom in and out of their content. And then those collaboration features like voting and following others and adding comments. But also you might want to go show folks how to manage Mural out on their Mural dashboard. If you click in the upper right, you go to My Murals, and you might want to show them there. So again, we have a longer blog post describing all of this, but I just wanted to give you some tips on how to explain Mural to others.